It's great to be back after a small break. The move to our new studio is complete, and we're back at it with the 2025 Talaria Komodo. After installing some beefier MX tires in our last video, I'll continue the modding with some ODI high-rise bars and then take it to our new track for some dirt jumping. Just got our very first package delivered to our new studio, and I'm pretty sure it's for this Talaria 25 Komodo, and I think I know what it is, and it's going to be the subject of today's video. Let's get it open and find out. My new favorite motocross handlebars have arrived. The ODI Podium Flights with the RC high bend, which is one of the tallest bends they make. The bend is a combination of measurements, including the width of the bars, the height, and also the sweep back. The bars on this Talaria are way too short and forward, and I don't like them. The first couple of times I rode the bike, I noticed I got back fatigue really quick. But when I ride my Surron ULTRA, I can ride it for hours and I have nothing. And it's because of these bars. And also I stand a lot when I'm riding, so these bars are really more, have my grip out in front of me than down and too low. So that's what we're gonna do today. We're gonna install these ODI Podium Flights on my Talaria Komodo. Let's go. Normally when I remove the bars, I would leave all the controls and the brakes and the grip and the throttle on the bars and just remove them from the bike, do whatever work I need to do and then put them back. But in this case, since we're changing the bars, I'm gonna remove all the controls and the brakes and the throttle and also this egg rider first. And then we will change the bars and put all those things back on the bike. Now I have all my tools here ready to go. And what's nice about Talaria is a lot of these fasteners have two different ways that you can get them off. So if you don't have a Torx bit, but you have a socket, you can still get these bar mounts off. And same thing with the brake levers. They have a Torx interface on the inside, but you can also use a socket to get those off. So that's kind of nice. So let's start by getting these brake levers off and the egg rider and the controls and then the throttle and grips. All right, so I'll just use my 10mm to get this egg rider off. I'll just leave it hanging here for now. And I can use my T15 to get this one off. And I'll just get it loose and leave it here for now. I need to get this grip off. I can use my compressor. Super easy if you have a compressor. Now I need to get the rear brake lever off. And like I said, you can either use an 8mm socket right on the top, or you can use the Torx bit. I'll just use the socket. And these are hinged, so it comes right off. And I can leave it just hanging here. Don't lose the bolt. Now with this left side done, time to do the right. First, we can drop the brake. And I can also use my T25 to remove the throttle. Let me loosen that up first. Now we need to remove this bar cap. I'll just let that hang. The last thing I need to remove is this thumb throttle. But when I go to reinstall this, I'm thinking about installing it on the left side and using it like a brake for wheelies. But for right now, let's just get it off. And I'll use my T15 to get this thumb throttle off. Now with all these controls loose and uninstalled from the bar, it's time to loosen up these bar mounts. And like I said earlier, Talaria does it so you can do it two different ways with the tools. You could use a 10mm on top, or you can use a T40. Now I would imagine that these are torqued pretty tight, so I think I'm going to use my ratchet to get them loose. Loads of Loctite. Let's do a little size comparison with the stock bars. Comes with a nice bar pad, just like the last ones. Let's put that aside for now. You can see the difference big time. They also have more of a sweep. This minor difference in the bar rise and sweep can make a huge difference in the comfort of your ride. So here you can see the bars pretty much side by side, and you can see the difference in the rise on the flights. It's a bit more than here. And also you can see the sweep is different too, the sweep back. It may seem like a small difference in design, but it actually equals a huge difference in riding comfort when you're riding the bike for a long time, especially on a trail or jumping I stand a lot when I ride, so these bars are going to put me in a way more comfortable riding position. Can't wait to get these on the new Komodo. Now with the bars off, I can clean all this gooey Loctite that the dealer left on there. Like isopropyl alcohol is really good for cleaning this. Just get the surface nice and clean so I can reinstall the new bars. And wow, does that look great. This is like perfect. In my opinion, these high-rise bars are a must for this bike. My back was killing me, and I can ride my Ultra V a lot before I feel that way. But this thing, maybe 30 minutes, I was feeling it. Yeah, so first let's slide this one on before I raise the bars up, because I remember that one was hard getting off. Let's get the bars into position. The dealer really put a lot of Loctite on this bike, so I'm not going to put any more on. There's still a lot in there deep down inside those holes. And another note with these bar mounts, you want to make sure that they're equidistant from the lower bar mount. Don't have it cranked too far on one side or another side. You need to check that. Make sure it's even before you torque these down. And the torque spec on these is 14 to 15 Nm. And a lot of guys ask me where I get the torque spec from. I got it from the manual. It has a torque spec for all the fasteners on the bike. So let's just line this one up, loosely get it where I want it. Just mildly snug. You can use these markings on the inside of the bar mounts on the bar to line it up and get it even from left to right. Now with it just a little bit tight, I'm not gonna torque it just yet. First, I wanna get all my controls back on the bars and also the brake levers. So let's get these controls back on. And I remember it was control, egg rider, brake. I don't really want to tighten anything down until I get this grip back on. Now, before I put the grip on, I will just hammer this with some alcohol and the grip will slide right on. And then the alcohol will dry later. Super easy. Right there. Perfect. Due to the inner diameter of the ODI pipe being thicker, you won't be able to use this on the left side. I'll wait to do the final positioning on my levers with the angling and stuff once everything is installed and I have this torqued down. I'll need to get some new caps that match the ODI bar inner diameter because the Talaria ones won't fit. And just tighten down the brake now. Now that I have the bars angled exactly how I want them and all the controls are in place, I'm going to torque down these 4 main bar mount bolts to 15 Nm. Wow, this thing looks epic. It's perfect now. And I think this bar mount pad is going to be super useful where I'm taking this thing today. Wow, this thing looks sick. It looks so good. And the riding position is perfect. It's really spot on now, just like my Ultra V. The height, the sweep back, the width, everything, it's perfect. This bike's gonna be a lot more fun to ride, and most importantly, I'm gonna be able to ride for longer. Changing the bars is actually something that's super easy to do. It can really improve the ride feel of the bike. So now that I have these bars installed, and I have these sick MX tires, I wanna take this thing to our motocross track. I'm taking that motocross track over that I've had in some of my older videos. The owner can't maintain it anymore. He broke his back about a year ago and he's still in recovery. He agreed to let us take it over. And I'm thinking about getting a Kubota compact track loader and also a mini excavator so I can reshape the jumps perfectly. But until then, I've been over there for the last 3 or 4 weeks clearing it out just to see what I'm working with on the track. And oh my God, was it bad. But I got most of it cleared out and I'm thinking about taking this bike there today to do some testing. I can show you why I chose these ODI RC high bends and how they can help me have the perfect body position when I'm going up the transition of the jump. This feels really good. And I've been testing the hell out of these tires and oh my God, these Maxxis MXXCROSS ITs are incredible. I'll talk a little bit about that later. So yeah, let's test these bars. Installing higher-rise bars gives me a more upright position on the bike for jumping, especially when standing. I like to be directly over the pegs with a slight forward lean towards the bars when riding up the face of the jump. This gives me balanced control of the bike movement when it's in the air. Man, these bars are sick, dude. Look at this. Look at my riding position now. So different. You know, before I was like this, maybe. You see, I've been jumping all day like this, man. It's perfect. Especially when I'm going up the face of the jump, this biggest one over here. That thing's like 6.5 feet tall. When I'm going up the big face of that jump, I can stand straight on the pegs and just grab the bars and feel so comfortable to lean forward. I don't know. I'm really glad I changed the bars, and I highly suggest changing the bars on your Komodo. I mean, look at these tires. You know, before I changed them, I brought this thing here twice, and it was all over the place, man. That back tire is not very good, the one that this comes with. I mean, the knobbies are huge on these tires, and I really love them. I'm super happy. I think if you get a Komodo, probably that's all you need to do is change the tires. And change the bars. Maybe change the bar height depending on your, you know, your preference. This is a rider preference thing. Yeah. But for me, I just want to be more comfortable on the bike and have the bars up higher for free riding and for jumping. I'm going to be beating on this thing every day and bringing you guys lots of content on it. See you guys in the next one. Peace.